right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called... No. This is going to be another channel update. I was just trying to fake you out. This is channel update about Renegade. I'm telling you how far down I am. Not even halfway through. It's pathetic. I'm on season 2, episode 6. I'm working my way down. Season 2. Karate Man's in the chat room. Didn't take him less than a minute. No, I'm not familiar with USC. I never watched it in my lifetime, except for maybe 5 minutes of one YouTube clip. Never interested me, UFC. I was more... Oh, I take it back. I have seen a documentary on mixed martial arts, MMA. The MMA fighting was banned by New York. It's illegal in New York. Anyways. I always thought MMA was better than UFC. But that's just based on the documentary that I saw. A lot of classic martial arts like Bloodsport, Boxer, and the Best of the Best 2 inspired UFC, basically mixed fighters from around the world. I used to collect wrestling VHS with Hulk Hogan. I used to have a VHS tape of Road Warriors, AWA stuff. WWF was too lamestream for me. MMA schedule, UFC. There used to be an Octagon MMA. I don't know. I don't know much about that stuff. Even Enter the Dragon expired as basically like a real life fight circuit, which got audiences' attention, the hardcore fight fans. Okay. Well, I don't know much about it. Honestly, I think I've seen one MMA documentary, and UFC wasn't the only company back then. I guess there's a Bellator MMA. The peak revenue was $5.8 million in 2022. Way of martial arts. Let's see what it says. Uh, M1 Global. I thought there was a better organization at one point, but I'm not. Yeah, it was Bellator MMA. I think Bellator MMA is better than UFC. That was my impression, but what do I know? The Rabbit and the Fox is episode 6 of Renegade. UFO? Did Adrian go back to the bottle again? It wouldn't surprise me. Anyways, so this Columbiana on Tinder, oh man, she is hot, and her sister is in. Her sister is in Chicago. She's getting her passport. She's going to be here next year, and she already wants to move in. She's 5 feet tall. And she's hot. Oh man. That is her right there. How old is she? She's 30 years old. Only 23 years age difference. Wow. I've heard of Bellator. Some UFC fighters also joined that company, such as Chael Sonnen and Tito Ortiz. I think it's more intense than UFC. I don't know why everybody talks about UFC. What is the big deal? Oh man, I gotta get this Columbiana babe. She already wants to move in. Her sister in Chicago couldn't find a job. I don't know how she's surviving in Chicago. Welfare. Anyways, I'm just waiting for her to get here and call me. I don't know what the plan is. I guess she's coming to San Francisco. I have no idea. Fun fact, Chuck Norris was originally going to compete in the UFC back in 1993, but he was busy doing Walker, Texas Ranger. Another fun fact, Don the Dragon Wilson was one of the commentators of UFC in 1995. Okay. I guess we're talking about kickboxing and wrestling today in the chat room. I don't know much about it. I haven't watched wrestling since 1987, I guess. Something like that. I think that was when Honky Tonk Man was coming up the ranks. Jerry Lawler's cousin. And then you had George the Animal Steel going after Elizabeth, Miss Elizabeth. I had a crush on her too. You. You. We like George the Animal Steel on this channel. We like Bruiser Brody too. All those crazy wrestlers. Huss. All right. So today I'm getting a UFC is more mixed martial arts. Yes, there's some wrestling, but mostly martial arts and boxing. I think it's pretty tame, isn't it? Compared to the Bellator MMA. I don't know. I guess Bellator MMA used to be more popular a while back, but people like UFC now. I don't know. Well, I'm starting my fast. I kind of pigged out on breakfast. I had some bacon. I got my huge water bottle to keep me from getting dehydrated later. But it's going to be an incredible day. My son is getting fully consecrated to the heart of the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Today's his last day for that. I think he's been on this 33-day schedule. And we're getting 2 scapulars each, one for the shower and one for outside the shower. And then Father Joseph. What's going on today with Father Joseph? Oh, I did my my one Our Father, my one Hail Mary, my one Glory Be for the plenary indulgence today. And my Gmail is loading. Anyways, he's going to, Father Joseph is going to consecrate everybody to Jesus Christ the King today during the Eucharist adoration. And it says Mass will conclude with exposition and benediction, during which Father Elo, that's Father Joseph Elo, will consecrate the entire human race to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. There's still hope for you, Adrian. And we will recite the litany to the same. Holy Mother Church grants a plenary indulgence for such one, if said on the feast of Christ the King, which is today, and if publicly in a parish church, we will go over the particulars to Mass at 11 a.m. as a group. I wasn't invited to the group, but my son was. Love the episode of Renegade Fighting Cage Bloodsport in a way, part 1 and 2. Yeah, that was a great episode. I like the first episode of season 2, and then started going downhill from there. The next 4 episodes were kind of tame, with the exception of the Lorenzo Lamas one-liners, which are always funny. I enjoyed the TV show. It's not bad or anything, or even mediocre. It's pretty good overall. Most people pick the first season as their favorite episodes, I guess. But Lorenzo Lamas doesn't like it. He said too many guest stars and not enough emphasis about how he's able to evade the law. It's kind of ironic how he's a bounty hunter and he's got a bounty on his own head. It's kind of a unique plot there. But there was one episode where he's kind of at loggerheads with this Bible thumper dude because he's hitting on the blondie. And in some hick town, the Bible thumper dude is like blaming his daughter for killing the mother because she died. She didn't get an abortion. She died during delivery. And so he's not protecting her from the bad guy. Reno Reigns is protecting her. All right. So I'm slowly making my way through season 2. I had to go to confession yesterday to confess my mortal sin. I waited 4 days, which is a sin of presumption. I told Father Mike that I should have banged on his rectory door asking for Father Mike, and he goes, "Oh, there's confession every day before, 3 times a day before the masses." I didn't tell him I was too lazy to go. he gave me crappy penance. It was only 2 Our Fathers and 1 Hail Mary in the church pew before I left. I should have prayed the after confession before I left, but I just wanted to get home and watch Renegade. So that was. Oh, Adrian left. I started talking about Catholic stuff. I made fun of his drinking habit. He's gone. Murderers Row Part 1 and 2 is another one of the best episodes of Renegade. L.Q. Jones, Robert Losardo, many other guest stars in that episode. I think you're close to the ones. It's final episodes of season 2. I'm not close. I'm on episode 6, and there are 22 on this list. Murderers Row is 20 and 21 before Carrick O'Quinn, which has some Gary Busey looking dude in it. So I got a long ways to go. I'm going to keep plugging away, though. I got to take a shower, shave, and brush my teeth. Then fire up the slow cooker for my final batch of beef stew. After church, then I got greasy bacon burgers for dinner. It's going to be another crazy day. But, yeah, hopefully I can get this Columbiana babe to come here to San Francisco. I don't know what it's going to take, but I think I'm her only hope to survive here in the United States, especially considering that her sister can't even find a job here. Probably doesn't speak any English. I know she doesn't speak any English because she's talking to me in Spanish. A few years ago, I was talking to this Venezuelan gal on Tinder, and she wanted to show me her naked body, but only if I gave her money. I don't think she was intending to come here to the United States at all. She's like my ex-wife's mother from the Philippines. She wants to live like a queen on $50 a month. Anyways, Renegade has a badass intro credits. He was a cop at his job. Yeah, he had an 80% conviction rate or something, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified other cops, gone bad cops that needed to kill, and got the woman he loved instead framed. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting plot, I guess. A little unusual. I think the writer Stephen J. Cannell, got to give him credit for coming up with this. And he plays the Dixon guy, the bad cop. We like police corruption on this channel. Anyways, nice chat with you, Karate Man. I guess Adrian left the building about 15 minutes ago. I guess he's in a hurry. Anyways, framed for murder, now he prowls. I think that's misspelled. Now he prowls the outlaw and outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade. Then the Western music starts playing. I've got that stupid jingle in my head. I hate it. Sounds like Bon Jovi or something. It's terrible. But once the beginning credits are done, that's when the fun starts, I guess. It's a fun TV show. It's one of the better ones, which is saying a lot because most television is crap. So I forgot to confess one sin yesterday, but I don't think it would have made any difference. I'll just confess it next week when I do my first Saturday reparation. Renegade is a badass TV show. More people should know about it. 100% unrated to the max. Wish it got more attention. Well, I'm surprised it lasted 4 seasons. Because that's a pretty impressive stretch. 4 seasons of 22 episodes. I guess it was syndicated, right? Renegade. It was syndicated like Space 1999. But Space 1999 only lasted 2 years. This one lasted 4 years. Or more than that. It lasted 5 years. 4.5. First broadcast between September 19th, 1992 and April 4th, 1997. Created by Stephen J. Cannell. And produced by Cannell and starring Cannell. Bobby Six Killer. Yeah. Renegade did not air on one specific U.S. television network, but instead it was a syndicated series. He was trying to capitalize on the burgeoning market for syndicated series. Stephen J. Cannell. Fearing that separation from his wife, Kathleen Kilmont, would hurt their marriage, he persuaded Cannell to give her a co-star role as Cheyenne Phillips. That didn't last very long. Cheyenne Phillips. They divorced in 1999. And then Lorenzo Lamas started going after Shauna Sand, cast in a recurring role in the show in 1995. She's a Playboy playmate for 1996. He's like, I wish Reno got to use the M60 machine gun, which is only featured in the opening credits footage, but never in an episode. Other than that, a great show. They don't make shows like it anymore. Yeah, I guess not. All the Karate Man stuff are like 1990s, late to early 1990s. I used to have this thing on this channel that I would say, we try to avoid anything before 1995, but this one goes to 1997. And I think some of the PM entertainment stuff is late 90s. So there you have it. Karate Man taking over my channel. I guess I'll pull up my list in case I got what's coming down the pike after Renegade. I don't know when I'm going to finish Renegade, but got a lot of naps yesterday. That's why I'm getting an early start to this channel update. My son was giving me a hard time because he says he's got idle. It was funny when the Bible Thumper mentioned idle hands because he said he was doing the idle time while I was just reading him religious stuff in the car. Could have been studying for school or something. But it's a government school, so I don't understand why he's so eager to study for school. I guess he wants to have a nice job, raise a big Catholic family, which is good news for me. I'll have lots of grandkids to proselytize about this, that, and the other. All right, Above Suspicion, 1943, Failsafe, 1964, and The Replacement Killers, 1998. Those are the next three after Renegade. I'm like the god of recommendation. Karate Man proud of himself. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen too many recommendations lately, but he's saving it up for 2 months, I guess, which is just an approximation of when I'm going to finish Renegade. But I'm doing pretty good. I watched a few episodes this weekend, and I'll probably get to a few more before I take my little nappy poo after my everyone bowed to the master. Yeah, Adrian left in a jiffy. He didn't make one recommendation either. I guess he's not interested in my channel update. He got bored. Cool. I was supposed to ban him from my channel, just block him. My son kept telling me block him, but I still had hope for him. He gave up drinking for a little bit, I guess. I don't know if he went back to it, and he was considering praying the Hail Mary, which is Catholic prayer. I don't know if he ever got down on his knees and did it with his fingers below his knees, like I do every morning. But oh well, at least I tried. I made the effort. I forgave Adrian for blaspheming and on my channel and committing heresy against God. If you go down the Council of Trent heresies, I'm sure Adrian violated a bunch of them. He's anathema to this channel. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm done with my Bible thumping for the day. Later.